Okay, guys. So, this is episode 15. Now, let's get to the episode. Stephen and his friends were talking at the temple, and um, Stephen was just sitting there having breaks from his work, and then Garnet was saying to Stephen that, well, looks like you've done a good job. And Stephen said, thank you. Pearl said that, well, looks like that are you and Connie still having plans of training? And Steven said, well, Connie has already been well trained. She's the one who needs to train me a little bit more since she's a smart, like, he tells him that she's smarter and better, and Connie's saying to Steven, aw, thanks. And Steven's saying that, yeah, but I just wish that I was just as strong as you, Connie. And then Connie said, oh, it's okay, Steven. We can do you can do better, and one day you'll probably be better than me, or we can be better at the same time. It doesn't matter, doesn't it? And Steven said, no, I guess it doesn't matter. Then Garnet said, and then Steven said that, I'm so glad that I get to have you guys when, well, there's danger out there, but at least not attacking us. And then Garnet saying that, well, if you mean by being with us again, that you dismissed us last time. And then, while Garnet was finishing, Stephen was then interrupting, and yet you tricked me, both of you. I did not desire the death of that wretched Diamond. And then Garnet was saying, well, I have good news for you, Stephen. That on Homeworld, the Diamonds have created a new purple diamond for you. But she is good this time, and she's not gonna run around kill anybody. She'll one day be friends with you, if you want to. And then Stephen said, yes, I believe I would, just to cheer me up. Me and her are probably gonna have so much fun together, and be buddies to each other. Diamond buddies. And then Stephen said, so, I think that I had to do my next quest. And Pearl said, and what is that? I think I'm gonna have to talk to Diamond again. And Pearl said, oh yeah, and then Connie said, oh yes, you must talk to her, but didn't you say she was like, didn't you say she, oh, I'm sorry, I gotta bring back what she said again. Didn't you say she's an anti and she's bad? She's kind of bad as them? And as bad as the Diamonds? And then Stephen said, oh yes, but I trust her a lot. And she's just a friend of mine, but we only just met once, but I will one day have a lot of times with her, but now I gotta find a way to redeem her with something. And Stephen goes to the temple and goes to the warp pad, and then lands on Diamond's planet. And then knocks on the door, and then the guards open it, or actually no, the guards are in front of the door, and they were saying that, oh, hey, Stephen, it's you again. Oh, no, hold on. I got to do it again. Oh, hey, Steven, it's you again. I'm sorry about last time. We'll take you to see Diamond. We'll take you to see Diamond as well. There we go. That's better. Then they took him there, and they went to see Diamond in her room, or standing in her room, like look at the window. And he said, Steven is hoping that she's not mad. Steven saying that, oh, Diamond, are you mad at me again? And then she's saying that she looks at Steven and she said, oh no, of course I'm not mad, Steven. Remember, I said that you are not welcome to be with me for a while. I told you that. So, why are you here again? Diamond, there's something that we might need to talk about. I don't feel like doing it, but if it would be nice if we would talk about it while walking around. Okay then. Well, let's do that. Then they walked around and they were talking about, and Steven was trying to say it until a new threat came, and the gem's name is Econite. She used her laser beams and tried to strike down and try to kill Diamond. The guards then arrest her. And then they took her to the place. Or maybe if I do the reference from Rain, when Lola was trying to kill Elizabeth, she was then looking at Lola and saying, arrest her! And the guards took her, and Diamond might do that to her, like tell her to arrest her. Or maybe it is obvious that she didn't have to tell the guards to arrest her, since it is obvious Econite did do that. So they took her to arrest her. Steven then and her, like, running, like, walking in the middle, like, Diamond, are you okay? You're like, yes. I could have fought her back, but the guards were on my side. At least they're there to protect me as always, and as usual, even though I have always replaced them. Steven? No, Diamond, like, so what's going on? Like, what just happened there? Oh, it's my old friend Econite. She's a daughter of mine. She's one of my many daughters, or whatever Diamond would say about that. She hates me as a daughter, and I believe that now I must put her in the tower. I believe that now must be the time that I must settle this once and for all. And Steven said, wait a minute, if this is your daughter, you should care about her. And she said, and then Diamond said, no, I don't really care about that now. I get used to that stuff. I really get used to that stuff. I don't really care about gems because I don't really cry to them because I don't go to the afterlife. I'm never gonna die to go to the afterlife. So, Steven, oh yeah, they went back to her room and then they had a talk, and Steven then finally told her about something. And then Diamond was saying, Steven, so tell me what you were trying to say. And then Steven be like, Diamond, you remember executions you were talking about? And she said, yes, what, why? Don't you think that's a little bit too much? No. No, of course not. Why do you say that? Steven said, because I think it is time if you would put an end to executions. Forever. Or maybe he would say, I think it's for the best if you just end your executions, period. And then Diamond refused to do that, and Steven asking why, and then she would sing a song to Steven about this, and then Steven tried to get to her, try to convince her to please not do this while they were singing. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you that Pearl Diamond actually did sing to Steven in that last episode while Steven was talking to her on that planet. Yeah. That's something I forgot to mention about, but it's there. It's still there, even if I didn't mention about. I mean, even when I didn't mention about that in the last episode. Anyway, um, after him and Diamond were done singing, Steven would be like, Diamond, can you please tell me more about why you cannot. Or actually, Diamond was talking about, like, she refused to kill Gem. I mean, she refused to release the gems, but she tells him that she pars them when there's no evidence. But she kills them later anyway. Kills the parted ones later anyway. But or maybe not pardon. I don't think she had ever pardoned anybody before. Like, whenever you do something bad, it is too late. And then Steven be like, she's saying that. Well, they were singing like she was saying that about. I'm sorry, I gotta get back to the song. Instead of after the song that I forgot to say what was in the song that I'm trying to think. She was saying that she has to kill them because it's for the best, or else they'll try and kill me. Like, or else they'll try to kill me again and again and again, and that's the best thing to do. But Steven does not like that. And then then we get to the part after the song was over. Steven tells her, like, can you at least tell me why? Like, another reason why you do executions? Then she tells Steven another flashback of her story. Let's see. She basically, when there were threats coming, she would one day. Oh no, I'm sorry. I should just do her voice. Well, like I said about my threats and putting them to death, I then one day realized that that this was not the first time that I'm going to abolish the executions like you want me to. I actually did it before. And I've been abolishing them like for a long time. Until one day enemies came back and I brought back the executions and I ended up killing those gems. It was for the best. She was saying it's for the best after the flashback was over. Steven then saying that, yeah, I understand that, but killing people is wrong. And then Diamond was like saying that, wasn't this your idea over that other diamond that the crystal gems had just killed? And then Steven said, no, that was not my fault. That was not my idea, okay? That was Pearl's idea. I'm more of a good guy than you think. I'm a little bit more of a good guy than Pearl. And it's like what Steven would say to Diamond. Oh, good, and I don't mind if you saying that you're more good than me since I send out executions. And then Steven, speaking of those executions, that I think that it's also for the best if you just pull out a peace treaty and sign your name on it to put an end to the death penalty and abolish it for good, like for foreverly good this time. And then Diamond made a deal about that. And but Diamond was be like this, yes, but then Diamond be like this, but Steven, I must put her to death, or else she'll keep on killing me. What shall I do? Then Steven then said this, I guess I'm just gonna have to act like Pearl. You can kill her, and then no more, okay? And then Diamond be like, okay, that's good faith in you, Steven. That's good on you. Spoken like a true diamond like you are. And Steven said, yes. And then but then Pearl Diamond saying that, I mean Diamond saying that, how about, alright, and then she would pull out the death penalty, the death warrant, and then she would sign it. And then she's saying that, there, it's simple. And then she wrote down the peace treaty, she signed it. And that was an easy defeat. From Diamond, yes, that's it. That is her defeat. That was her defeat. Which is a good thing, since she's an anti. But after she signed the peace treaty, she then said that, no, she is to be beheaded by an axeman. This is the last I should hear from it. Your job is to witness her execution and tell me when it is done. And then Steven nods her head. And then Steven walks there and he'd be like, oh my god, what am I gonna do? I've never seen a gem, or no, actually no, he has already he's seen it already. He would know, he's seen gems get killed already, obviously. Well, he did kill Jasper, and he did see gems get killed by Purple Diamond earlier, so, and on camera from Black Diamond and possibly others. From other murderers. But then the next scene shows Econite with a bun. Like, she formed a bun so that way the executioner doesn't cut her hair or stuck the axe in her neck. Only cut half her neck, and that's the cause, and the hair would be the cause of it. So she had made a bun, and she would go to the public execution. Steven just watched there, and then the executioner then said, Madam, do you forgive me? And then she said yes. And as she nods her head. Then she pulls up her dress as she walks up to the block, and she lays her neck on it. And then with one fell swoop, the axeman cut off her head. The axeman cut it off her. He cuts her off her head, whatever the grammar sentence you call it. Actually, I think it makes more sense axeman cut off her head, but it's okay that I make mistakes. But anyway, back to this, that Steven was horrified at what he saw, what he has seen, while he was with the crowd. And then Steven then went back to Diamond and told her that it was done. And, well, there were probably some bells out there for the execution anyway. And the bells would ring. And to let her know that it is done. Like in the old days when in the executions in England, like Henry VIII or any other monarch or any other monarchs around the world, that they would used to ring the bell, or maybe current monarchs, to let them know that it is done. But Steven tells her that it is done. And then Diamond was fine with that. And then Steven saying that, so you promised me that you won't kill any more gems from now on. Forever. Saying it like that. And then Diamond said, yes, I promise. And then Steven leaves. Then, a guard then showed up and then tells her that, the guards, of course, may even be her advisor as well, but she is the only one of the government, other than them, I don't know if she ever has any advisors, but, let's just say guards, for now, but, I don't know if guards count, I don't know if advisors count as being part of the government, but, actually they are, so let's just go with guards. And then what I mean is by guard is that the guard comes in, one of the court soldiers, and tells Diamond that, why did you do that? Why did you end the death penalty? And then she's saying that, oh, don't worry. It is a lie. I lied to Stephen, okay? For now on, I will order private executions. And then the court soldier nods her head, and then gets back to work for her position. And then, and then, that was, oh yeah, that was the end of the episode there, yeah. So, I don't know what to say about that, but, that is, sorry about all that, sorry about that jumble stuff, that last one right there, but, it had to be, like, see, there are more threats coming. Like, there are more Diamond knows that there are more threats coming to her, and she has to kill them. Even Andrew and I discussed that. Andrew said that, no, she's not supposed to kill any more gems, period. And he said that, yeah, but one day she's going to, like, more threats are going to come, and she's going to have to put them to death. And Andrew said, okay, we'll keep the executions. And then one day we were talking about this again, and be like, oh, we were talking about the Diamond again, and then Andrew was saying, we'll keep the executions, but I'll probably get to talk about that in another video. But anyways, right now, peace out.